Yep.
All right, we're starting in 3, 2, 1, action.
Are you sure it's recording this time?
No, it actually is.
It actually is?
It actually is. We are up and running, ladies and gentlemen, and all in between.
All right.
That should be the intro.
Welcome. That's going to be the intro. I don't even care. All right. Welcome to the RWBY Nation podcast. Hello, Nation. Guys, gals, everything. For those of you who do not identify as either.
All in between, DJ. Oh, sorry.
All in between. Yeah, all in between. It's all good. Cactus. Sure, why not? Anyway, guys, this is going to be one of, hopefully, the many podcasts we're going to be having. The idea is that we're going to be bringing you a couple admins each time, hopefully so that way you guys get to meet us, talk to us, all that good stuff. I'm joined here by admin Yang.
Hey.
I have Ozpin here, who is also doing the recording.
Hey!
And we also have Dr. Bartholomew Oobleck.
Adios.
So basically what we're going to be talking about today in particular is not only the RWBY Chibi thoughts on potential ideas for Volume 4. We've been getting messages from you guys almost constantly about theories that we have and also various theories that you guys have. So the first question I'll toss out to you guys is, do you think we're going to see more of Salem in the next volume? And if so, do you think that we're going to have a Salem versus Ozpin fight?
I feel like it would be more in the later volumes that we'd see Ozpin versus Salem, or at least, like, you know, as in, I presume, like, it will ultimately become RWBY versus Salem. Like, if Ozpin fights Salem, Ozpin will lose, is basically what I'm saying. But I don't think it will be Volume 4. Regarding if we'll see her, probably a bit more than what we saw in this volume, but not much more, really. More of a kind of just a commander or general kind of role, just dishing out orders.
So
that's it.
More of like an army, just being led by Salem.
Kind of, yeah. If that's like the role she has.
I feel like we're definitely going to see a bit more of Salem now that she's introduced, but she's probably going to ease her way into the series, probably with this season. Like, you're probably only going to see, like, maybe 3, 4 minor scenes of just her talking. Maybe at the end of the season, you may see her with, like, Ozpin, like, chained up or something like that. Who knows? Because we have no idea where Ozpin is, but we kind of... I mean, there's theories that, you know, either he's disappeared randomly or maybe he's with Salem, because if you guys remember... Oh! We have Pyrrha.
You know?
I mean, there's...
I don't know if we have.
I remember hearing, like, you guys remember how in the beginning of season 1, like, you hear the voice of Cortana, which is, you know, Salem's voice actress, you know, doing the whole spiel of, like, a single spark, and then at the end of volume 3, she continues that. So, and remember, at the volume, the intro in volume 1, you hear Ozpin reply to her. So maybe that conversation is still going on at the end of volume 3, and which you can assume that maybe Ozpin's there with her. So
Maybe that will happen before even any of the RWBY episodes.
could be.
You mean like a World of Remnant kind of thing? Or like a possible
It would.
introduction?
I don't think it'd be a world of. I feel like, because that's kind of like explaining the backstory and the lore behind the world of Remnant.
Well,
Where
I meant more along the lines of just giving us a little bit more backstory into something.
Oh,
Like,
well,
not necessarily specifically a World of Remnant, but more like an episode dedicated to, hey, here's what happened before we actually get into the main-esque thing of what's going on.
well, what would be nice to. I don't think we're gonna learn this anytime soon, but would be nice to learn about in this next coming season is Salem the one who controls all Grimm, or is she just a woman who somehow was turned to a Grimm? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on there? What's the is there any correlation?
The same idea of like Alpha Grimm, like there's the lead Beowulf, and all the other ones only follow that one out of respect and fear. So I think a lot of the weaker Grimm will follow Salem, but really powerful ones, maybe some we haven't seen, like Dragon.
A dragon
those
would
won't
be pretty
follow
cool.
Salem.
That or I think we had a fan submit the artwork of the Rhino Grimm. I actually was really intrigued by that one.
Griffins are pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next one.
Portraits. Tasty snack.
Something I just want to say about the art we see about Grimm is some of the fan creator ones are actually genuinely terrifying. Like the spider ones are like, ugh. Please no.
Do you not like spiders, Jay?
I don't like spiders in general. Well, like tiny little baby ones I'm okay with, but like, after that it starts to get, no.
Shit, you ever seen the movie Eight-Legged Freaks?
No, but like I've heard of it, and I
That
don't want to
movie was
see
like
it.
it's absolutely ridiculous, but
Wait,
Jeez,
is that,
no.
I would
it's like a
recommend
spoof
it.
movie, right?
Kind of. It's pretty much like the biggest thing about it is the fact that it takes on the consistent trope of like, oh my god, these are evil monsters. We need to kill them. And it's like, really?
There,
You don't-
there.
I mean,
I think
I don't know.
there's
Just named,
also
like every '90s movie, every
that is
horror
true.
movie.
I think Eight-Legged Freaks came out in '96.
Can we please get an episode of RWBY kind of dedicated to that type of film?
oh god.
Maybe RWBY
It's
Chibi.
ridiculous.
Maybe Chibi.
Which actually, now that reminded me. All right, guys. So we're gonna continue on a little bit more. I apologize for getting us off that. I just started thinking about Eight-Legged Freaks. Anyway, guys, moving on. One other question that a couple people have been asking, the message group in particular. Do we think what do we think Crow's role is going to be in the next volume? Personally, I think it's just going to be the whole mentality of the ever watchful guardian is going to be like, hey, I'm okay. I'm going to
I
make
feel
sure
like
you
he's
guys
gonna
are
be a
okay.
mentor. Like Ruby's gonna fail the first time going out to Haven, gonna go back, doing some more cool stuff, maybe how to control her eye power stuff.
She has special eyes.
My brand.
My brand.
See, I wonder, like, will, like, through him watching over RWBY, will we learn more about, like, the potential theory about Crow being her father and all that?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm still hesitant to jump into the mentality that Crow is her father. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not.
I can understand because the biggest thing about it is the fact that she has extreme, like her number one, her color palette. You have the red and the black, which is obviously understandable. But the biggest thing that they tried to do with it was just the fact that it seems they stuck with darker colors. And Crow is kind of, I don't know. He strikes me as this kind of like anti-hero, which, granted, in my mind, seems more like the typical, I guess, darker palette. So obviously, I guess I'm just going kind of simplistic view of it, but it seems like they have the dark similarity. I apologize, going on with that versus like Yang and Tai Yang, because obviously those two look very alike, similar color palettes, everything like that. So it looks kind of interesting to me when you look at it from a purely visual aspect.
Like, going off what you're saying, Ruby looks more like Raven than she does Taiyang. I really hope to see more Raven.
Yeah, I do miss me some Bird Mama.
I wish I
You
saw
mean the-
Raven more too, but guess what? I had to go through an entire childhood without her, so...
Ow.
That just reminds me of that meme when Yang is looking at the crow outside of her window, and it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
at least crow, at least you, or bird, at least you won't leave me. And then the bird says, "Oh, look at the time! It's abandoned Yang o'clock," and just flies away.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, no.
I wasn't ready for these feels. So getting on to a happier note.
Chibi Ruby,
Feels better.
Chibi Ruby.
Chibi. Okay, number one, I have to ask this: how do you guys feel about the models themselves? Personally, there were a couple of people that I know that had a lot of issues with how they were looking when they first released the models.
For
Do you think they did a good job with it?
Oh,
Do you
sorry.
think what's going on?
I
Oh.
feel like they're not as expressive, and they kind of look bored a lot of the times.
yeah, I think like for me, it doesn't work, and I think the reason why is because it's 3D. I understand like that's how RWBY is regularly like that's how RWBY's animated, so it's understandable why they make Chibi RWBY 3D, but I don't know. It's it may just be the style that they use to like the art style or the 3D art style, whatever you want to call it, of how they actually make them look, but it's just I don't know. It doesn't look as it doesn't appeal to me really as Chibi.
Well, to naturally play devil's advocate, I actually kind of like the models. The main complaint I would have is actually their movement. It seems a bit like obviously it can't be as quick as the action in RWBY, but sometimes it does feel it's a bit too slow, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like when Yang was like in combat with Weiss, it just seemed kind of really jagged to watch.
can understand that. Personally, I haven't had any experience with actual 3D modeling in terms of getting the animations to move. A friend of mine has messed around with the actual RWBY models themselves in a couple programs, or I'm sorry, in a couple instances, not programs. That makes it sound weird. And he does some pretty interesting stuff with it. So for me personally, I think one of the biggest challenges is to keep that sort of similar movement, much like Oobleck said, kind of like it seems almost kind of stagnant. You know, I don't know the best way to describe it. For me personally, it just seems like they're a lot less alive. You know, and of course we all remember that freaking Jean image when his model was released.
Hey, you actually get to see him in like what, the latest episode, I think.
I think it was the latest one.
It was great.
That was horrifying. Just okay.
It.
You know what? Mental editing note. I'm gonna literally just put the freaking image of just Sean.
Don't jump scare the audience like that.
And just zoom in on it.
Do it.
Can you add an explosion at the end?
Sure. Just an explosion.
Even if the explosion like clips off to where like his image is or whatever, like if it's just clear just make it a bad edit, just paste the explosion and just paste it. Don't edit it, just paste it in.
That sounds pretty solid. Anyway, so the biggest thing that I did want to ask in terms of the whole Chibi thing, favorite episode or favorite little mini-sode, which of the mini animations was your guys' favorite?
Oh, number 2 definitely. But I also have a really soft spot for Blake.
How'd you feel about the one where she starts stealing the box?
I laughed my ass off.
Or the tea, what was it, the tea set?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love that.
I legitimately was expecting him to grab it and just like throw it across the wall.
Spends the whole time trying to convince everyone that she doesn't act like a cat, even though she's part cat, and then they just blow it all up in your face with a box.
I actually like that in the what was it, the cat,
and then
the cat burglar.
Yeah.
That one, oh my god, the line that they had said in that was actually kind of rather humorous to me. Was the cat burglar, like the description that they gave of the cat burglar has a cartoonishly large amount of items on the back of a bike
that are falling off.
And I was like, oh, I actually got the freaking mental image of just Blake driving off on Yang's motorcycle, just sitting there with like this really tall, massive amount of just stuff. We don't even know what stuff, just stuff.
Listeners, if you're an artist, you gotta make that. That's great.
Please do. We would love to see that fan art. Just Blake, no, specifically Chibi Blake, or even no, just regular Blake. Either one, doesn't matter. Take your artistic innovation.
No, I'm sure it's already out there in some way, shape, or form.
Blake on a motorbike with stuff just stacked up, falling off, and her screaming, "I'm not a cat burglar, I swear."
It has to look like it's clear, like it has to be like almost like a tower of stuff on the back of her bike, something that would clearly fall off if it had any realistic physics going on.
Also, can the motorbike be like making the sound mew?
Wait, I thought this was a picture, not a like a GIF with sound.
But like, just put in the words mew.
We could do it. It could probably be done.
Yeah.
I'd be very curious to see that. Mostly just specifically just because of how you would animate the words, just new.
Well, see, it's like how
WNYU.
It's like how you can't add smells to a picture. Well, not usually, but you can still draw stink lines. People get the idea.
Just make it
anyway.
Oh my god.
Art criticism aside.
No. I'm just. What would you classify scratch and sniff as, though? Because that's technically artwork, and you can sniff it. So you're adding a smell to the artwork.
I want to call it
okay?
witchcraft.
Let's get back on topic.
It's witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
Let's get back on topic here.
It's dust. They just use dust. That's all.
That's fair.
It's sponsored by the Schnee Dust Company.
All right, closing thoughts, because obviously we're going a little bit over the time. This is going to be one of our shorter.
Wait, didn't we start late?
Huh?
We started late, didn't we?
Yeah.
Technically.
Well, then
What's
we're still
well?
good.
How long have you been recording for?
No, that counter's a lie. I'm gonna assume only like 20 minutes.
And
Oh.
then there's moments that you're editing out.
That's true. Like, I mean, I don't plan on having this be like more than probably like a 10.
Well, we can end it now, or if we all want to, we can go on another topic too.
All right, actually, yeah. Do you guys want to stick around for a little longer?
Yeah.
No, how dare you?
All right. So, one thought that I'm actually going to be putting out to you guys, not only specifically you guys in particular, but one thing that I actually did want to ask the fans as well. So Yang and I have just started discussing possibility of like a sort of not only a let's play, but I guess
It's like Game Grumps, kind of.
and
It's
even-
like basically.
It's not Game
you-
Grumps.
It's not Game Grumps, but
totally
it's totally
not.
like Game Grumps.
It's Game Grumps, but not Game Grumps. So that way we don't get sued.
Put
It's
a
Game Grumps, but improved.
make a RWBY
Kind
name.
of.
I'm just gonna bleep that out.
Make a RWBY name. That's all you gotta do.
Oh,
Yang
really?
Grumps.
Instead of Game
Yeah.
Grumps, make it like
Gang Grumps.
Yang Grumps.
God,
no, that's
So-
way too copied.
the pun intensifying.
Oddly enough, though, Sun is the one who's grump, and I'm the one who is not so grump. Oddly enough,
And we are the Yang Grumps.
kinda. Yeah, we are.
You guys are
yeah.
gonna get sued
Wouldn't-
so hard.
Shut up. Not really. We don't call it that. We'll be fine.
Well,
It's gonna be international.
So okay, that's one thing that I can also toss out to the fans. Possible titles of basically Sun and Yang playing games. Not only that, we also had plans to incorporate not only us two, but a couple others as well. We have a very large amount of us that play League of Legends. So there's a theory thrown out by one of our fans actually that we play a custom 5v5 against each other, all in the same Skype call and or something of that nature, just because of how much pandemonium and hell that would break loose. And honestly, I'm kind of interested to do that kind of a thing, only because I know that we have a couple admins who are far in the skill levels. So I would definitely be interested in that. So the question actually tossed out to fans as well is, would you guys want to see that? And if so, feel free to toss out thoughts of teams, because we'll probably just randomize it, but I'm actually very intrigued to see if anybody wants anything in particular. More specifically, cough cough, me and them. But we'll talk about that later. So anyway, thing that I actually want to
Hang on 1 second. Me and M is almost a palindrome. If you just do me plus M,
Oh boy, that's just
it's like a palindrome.
that's a recipe for disaster.
And if you swap around M and you take out the plus, you get meme.
Love memes.
Anyway, Sun.
Okay, I want you to hear this. Hang on a quick second. Here we go. You ready?
Oh, he's hitting his head on the table.
Oh, wow.
All right.
That
Anyway,
wasn't that bad.
it was kind of bad.
But
only,
palindromes are
only,
cool.
only a little bit. I'll give you.
Palindromes are-
But the biggest thing about it is the fact that we did want to take thoughts from you guys, from the fans, as well as our fellow admins. What would you guys be interested in doing? I know Yang in particular was talking to us about a tank game, which to me strikes me a lot.
Hacksball?
as
Shell Shock Live.
Shell Shock Live.
Yeah.
Hacksball would be pretty ridiculous.
Oh, it's a Pyrrha.
It's a Pyrrha, but we have
It's a
feedback.
Pyrrha Nikos.
Oh my god, she Pyrrha'd.
Oh, that is horrible.
No.
God
Pyrrha, say hi to the viewers.
Hi, viewers. Sorry I'm so late.
Wait, why does she have a little exclamation mark next to her name?
She does.
That was
She's
amazing.
unable
Huh.
to join the call because she has to update Skype first. Apparently, according to Skype, you are not in this call right now.
Well, she
Oh
indeed
my
is.
god, Pyrrha, what are you doing?
I have video
I'm
proof.
like how-
magical.
It's like how
Congratulations.
Pyrrha's kinda not in the series anymore.
Out through
Ooh.
the window. I don't care which window. Pick a window and jump.
But there are no windows.
Oh, well then he has to probably go through the floor.
Make a window.
There you go.
I mean, we
Pull,
could
pull
just take
Kool-Aid Man.
we could just take
Oh yeah.
throw Yang out the window, or like make a hole in the wall. Just throw Yang through it.
I'm
Probably do
so,
it.
Take it rid of
so
me.
late. I forgot that I get along really well with the lady that was interviewing me because I've known her for the past 10 years, and apparently she did an update on my entire life. So It took a lot longer than I anticipated.
Wow.
I am probably going to need to edit that out. But anyway,
That's fine.
Oh,
I just wanted to
gosh.
apologize because I feel
You have
bad.
to ask Pyrrha all the questions now.
all right, Pyrrha. So I'm gonna speed run you through these. Number one, thoughts on Volume 4 specifically. Are we going to get a Salem versus Ozpin, and or how do you feel about Salem in terms of
We
are we gonna get more?
We better get a Salem versus Ozpin somewhere in here because that's definitely where it feels like it's heading. And I'm kind of excited for Salem because I felt that Cinder didn't really have any motive to be who she to come off as the villain that she is. There
She's
was
just kind of
no
evil.
backstory on her. It's like she's a bad person to be a bad person.
Pyrrha, is that Neon screaming in the back?
Yes, I told her to shut up. She's screaming at me for food. I feel that Cinder doesn't really have a justification because we don't have enough backstory on her. But the way that they're leading into Salem, it makes sense. So, like, you can feel that there's just she has a dark past, and it makes sense that she's overseeing everything, or at least that's the way it feels right now.
Second question: thoughts on Crow's role in the next album?
I've got a funny
God.
feeling. I've got a
Oh.
funny feeling that it is not what they think. Like, he is not the person that they think he is. I've got a funny feeling that he's not a good guy, or a bad guy. I think he's in this for himself.
Anti-hero?
Yeah. You know what's up.
Theory. Okay, so other questions specifically. Moving off topic. Chibi.
Yeah.
Overall thought of Chibi. Although I'm pretty sure you just gave me your answer.
It's Chibi. It's absolutely adorable and hilarious. I love it.
Thoughts specifically on the model. On the models.
When I watched the first episode, I think that the models kind of threw me. Like, it's not the animation style that I've come to know from RWBY, and I was expecting it to be a little more like the actual animation style, but it's kind of grown on me, and it makes a lot of sense that they did it that way. I like it a lot. I kind of like how Blake Scooby-Doo's behind things.
That's fair. Second question revolves specifically with Chibi. Favorite Chibi episode? Or specifically mini-sode?
Mini-sode. Why do you ask this?
Because I have to.
Because the viewers demand it.
Well, the
Okay,
fans.
I'm gonna
Do
go
it for
with
the fans.
because there has not been Pyrrha, and Pyrrha is my favorite character. I have to go with episode 4 because of the scene between Blake and Yang, where Blake keeps avoiding Yang, and Yang gets really frustrated. I thought that
Tag.
was adorable. Yeah, I like Tag. That was great.
God. The freaking tag.
Oh.
Could you
The
imagine playing
marshmallows.
actual tag like that? Just having somebody who can consistently create. Just I don't even know. Just basically a clone of themselves. Oh God, that'd be kind of ridiculous.
I thought the
I can
marshmallow
ima-
scene was pretty funny though.
Marshmallows.
You know when they pissed her off, so she just
consistently poking her with a stick.
yep.
That was
Am I the only
Oh,
person who liked when it was like Jean be nimble, Jean be quick, Jean fell over the candlestick,
Oh
and then Jean's staring crutches. Like, Blake be nimble, Blake be quick. Blake should really put away stuff whenever she's done reading.
I thought that was pretty great. I still like the part where RWBY was trying to make cookies and just downed the entire bag of chocolate chips. That was
Oh.
pretty great.
I think the most disturbing one was the now that's a katana.
I'm pretty sure the whole
Because-
fandom's like jaw dropped
Just
with
because
that
of
one.
the innocence of RWBY.
No,
and just
You say that's disturbing, but the fandom absolutely loves it.
I know Lindsay is obviously a very grown woman, but just the thought of just RWBY just
She could have been being serious. Could have been literal.
But see, the
That is
thing,
true.
no, but you see, it gets even worse when Blake asks for the book back, and then RWBY just goes later.
Filth! Filth!
Filth! Filth!
Like,
This is filth!
impure thoughts. When I'm with her, I just have impure thoughts. I want to hold her hand, you bastard. So, last question for Pyrrha. Thoughts on doing a admin game of League and or some other series, so to speak. So basically, just getting admins and doing some crazy things in various games.
You need to ask. I live for crazy things. You know this. Of course, I'd be up for crazy shenanigans with my admins.
She likes to party.
Here's what we're gonna
It
do.
sounds like my everyday.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Griffball from Halo, but in real life. People may like get scratched.
Or die.
I like how if I remember Griffball correctly, don't they use gravity hammers?
And bombs.
And your
and
worst
swords.
your worst fear is somebody getting scratched.
Or die. It's
I mean,
either one or the other,
death,
though.
Death is secondary.
Either you
It's
get
to a
scratched a little bit, or you die. No in between.
Yeah, there's no in between.
There's no between. You either get scratched.
There is no happy place.
Just
Alright.
use a Black Knight from Monty Python.
I don't
It's
know,
only a
explosions can't bring you
She's
too
got a
happy.
flesh
places.
wound.
Taking,
It's gone.
Raw.
so fans, we're officially taking bets on the real life Griffball. Who is going to die first?
Who here is most like Griff?
In this
TJ.
particular Skype call?
Well, in general,
Fun.
and maybe in the Skype call, I guess.
I haven't. I'm probably gonna get hated for the fans for saying this out loud. I have not seen too much of Red versus Blue.
I have to say the same.
Okay.
I've
Basically,
seen everything.
okay, basically, just choose the person who you think is the laziest, essentially.
Okay. Since I've seen all of it and I work with all of the admins rather closely, if I had to choose one of our admins to be our real life Griff,
Choose your next words carefully.
I am. I want to start this by saying I love you guys all very, very much.
Uh-huh.
Always and forever. But I'd have to go with Fox in all honesty. He just
Oh, thank God! I thought you
comes
were
off
going to
as
say me.
a Griff.
I actually thought you were gonna say me.
I try very hard.
You guys are both pretty active in all honesty. And I
Okay.
can't blame him entirely because he is in the Philippines and his internet isn't the greatest and it makes it really hard for him. But he just comes back as really laid back and
I
Just-
see.
Oh,
if
I
I
see.
can
Okay.
cut off if I can cut corners to do things, I will cut corners because that is Griff. If Griff can cut corners to avoid doing things, damn Skippy he will.
So
Why
this,
did I-
it's just the fact that the only Red versus Blue thing that I remember was the naming the warthog about Puma.
oh yeah.
That is the only thing that I remember.
You
Let's
just
hear that.
watch all of
Hear that.
season 1, you'll be fine. Like,
I saw
Sarah,
this.
do you remember the you know when Griff was like putting on this is kind of spoilers, I guess. It's a joke that's in season 8, I think. It's like when they're trying on like the freelancer equipment, and there's one like it will either turn him invisible or it will make him like really active.
And he
And
goes crazy. He's just
Yeah,
zipping
but-
everywhere.
You know the quote. It's like well we don't know what this could do, so you have to take it easy. You need an AI. I was born to take it easy.
Yeah,
Shoot me.
that is Griff. He was
I'm
born
very-
to take it easy.
I'm wearing the I was born to take it easy t-shirt, so it's fantastic. Thank you.
Nice. I don't
So-
have any. I have no RT merch. I have no official RT
Oh,
merch.
Oh, I have a Griff ball that was gifted to me by Jeff,
Oh my.
who, for those who don't know, is
Jealousy.
voice actor of Griff.
Oh dear God.
I high-fived him.
So when we finally
Like, buddy.
meet IRL Yang, we're gonna play a real life game of Griffball.
Oh yeah, people might get a cold.
People might
Achoo.
die, but I mean nothing substantial.
Okay,
you
no
got-
killing each other. I need you guys.
Eh.
No death.
Eh,
Fun
it-
spawn.
I mean, like.
I mean, I'm NIA already, both the series and the page, so
Yeah. I mean,
I play
no.
Ozpin really well.
No, stop. Meg.
Oh my
Meg,
jealousy.
stop. Meg. I mean,
Meg.
Ozpin is officially our Meg of the page.
Wait, why would I be the Meg of the page?
No reason in particular. Don't worry about it. It's not important.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry about it.
Oh wait, Pyrrha.
Forget about it.
So you've
Yeah,
seen the rest of Red versus Blue, so you know all the characters pretty well, yeah?
Yeah, I haven't watched any of the new season. I have to do. I work tonight, so I can't even do it. I hate adulting. I will do it tomorrow.
Oh, I mean,
Well,
I'm completely caught up to season 13.
my question for you is, who would you associate with which characters? Or like, do we fit into those categories at all even?
Are you talking about who's currently in call right now?
No, everyone. Like,
Everyone?
All 40 for them.
well, like, Just pick a few who come to mind, like, you know.
Okay.
You don't need to mention a whole list.
If I had to go, okay, so I'm gonna go with like our typical characters. Our Sarge, honestly. I honestly see a lot of Sarge.
Yeah.
I really
He's
did.
a lot.
Oh, Sarge.
Sarge is the leader of the red team, and
He's the best leader.
he calls himself, he is best leader. And
He's only leader.
God.
yeah, he is best leader, he is only leader. He likes his shotgun.
You don't touch a shotgun.
He comes up with, don't touch a shotgun, he comes up with crazy schemes, he likes to delegate things, and he loves to yell.
He always hits Griff.
So,
Yeah.
does that mean I get to punch Fox?
Sure, please.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
You
accept
just
it, but I
like
can't
me,
stop you.
Do I get to punch Fox? Quote Pyrrha. I mean, please?
I
No,
can't.
not that.
I may be Mama Pyrrha, but I can't stop you. You are a grown adult, and you have to suffer
Ma'am?
the consequences of those choices yourself.
Shit. Oz, when did that happen? When did I grow up?
I did that. I said you were an adult. I never said you grow up. Growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional.
That's probably that one time that they kicked me out of class.
Possibly. You never know.
I mean, I grabbed a whole
Like I said,
room down the aisle and said, "Go Pikachu, I choose you."
if I had to pick a Simmons, personally, from my standpoint, whenever, because correct me, Simmons is the techie one, correct?
Yeah, he also kisses up to Sarge a lot, and basically anyone who's in like a role of authority.
Not from maybe the kiss up, like the kiss ass aspect, but from like the technological point. Whenever I personally have problems with my computer, just because he tends to be online at the same time I always go to M. I'm like, something's wrong with my computer, save me.
It's ironic. In my particular instance, I would say that it was definitely, for me personally, it's always Oz. Anytime I have an issue, I'm like, Oz, please, help.
All right, I get.
Well,
All right,
here,
it's
how
gonna.
about this?
Help.
It's gonna be my hourly rate is $14 an hour.
14. I'll pay you
14.
6.
I'll give you a hug.
No, I need money.
Dude, I only had the interview today. I haven't even been hired yet. Slow your
I
roll.
look. I work 8 hours Monday to Friday, working with computers. If I come home and have to work on another computer, I'm getting paid.
What if it's yours?
Okay, so what you're trying to tell me is...
I pay myself, dude.
What you're trying to tell me is I should just stick with M because that help is free?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Just because it's free doesn't mean it's good, though.
I don't
No,
know.
I'm sure
I
M
feel
is. I'm sure M's really good. I'm just stating that.
my my friends where I live, like, they all unanimously pointed me out as Tucker. No idea why, but they all pointed to me as Tucker.
Do you say bad chicka bow wow a lot?
Apparently, I guess. I
Bow
don't know.
chicka
I guess
honk
it's-
honk.
I mean, I do have like a cool sword, kind of.
What, Neon? I'm in a Skype call with Oz and Yang and Sun.
Hi, Neon.
Like,
Neon and
Don't forget Oobleck.
Oh! And
I'm very important. I just haven't
I'm
been talking.
sorry.
He's
so
too
quiet.
busy not drinking coffee.
That's what you need to do. What do I need? I need to be in this podcast. That's what I need to do.
Is it even still a podcast? I'm not sure.
But there will. I don't know.
It's
Now
kind
it's
of-
kind of snowball.
At this point,
Kind
this point, it's kind of conversation. It's
Well,
just
that's what
four
podcast is.
foot
Bring
footage
me through pieces.
Yeah,
I
it
don't care
Is
what
that
they are.
now?
Thank you.
to happen.
My little sister is apparently pawning off pizza on me, so I'm not going to complain.
Apparently, we are officially guest starring Neon.
Neon for
Yeah.
2 seconds because
Hey.
I share a boat with her.
However, guys,
Um,
I hate to cut this off at this point. Ozpin has to peace out, so we actually have to wrap this up.
Rude.
Well, he is
I
hanging
know.
with a brother.
Brother.
I suppose since we're closing up, one thing I wonder about doing is if we start doing this on a more regular basis, maybe getting fans to submit intros, I don't know, some kind of a small musical number, elaborate, or make it as elaborate if you want.
As you can handle.
Yeah, if it can be the length of Les Miserables, I will pay you I will pay you 1 unit of
God.
your currency.
Yang, why?
One
Why
unit
are you
of your
at-
currency.
Why are you requesting that when I'm the one who has to edit this?
Shush.
I don't want to have to edit Les Mis.
60-minute intro, 2-minute podcast.
It'd be great. It'd be great.
Hey guys, Volume 4 was good. Alright, see you guys.
And
All our time on the intro.
and like the other thing would be probably fan submitted questions that we could do towards the end.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, keeping a little note out for you guys. Make sure you like the page. If you guys randomly stumbled across this, we are the RWBY Nation on Facebook. We are a quite active Facebook group, specifically dedicated to RWBY, as the name implies. We enjoy posting up. We talk to fans. We do stuff, all sorts of crazy stuff. Crazy shenanigans that are absolutely crazy and fun. If you have got this from our official Facebook page, make sure you guys take a look at the link up above. Specifically, if you go to this, if you're viewing this on our webpage itself, go up above, you'll see a link that just says watch video. That'll take you directly to our YouTube. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff for more content. And if you want to, we have a lot of our admins who do stream, specifically me, Oz, I know, I think it was Adam. Adam does streaming, John does some streaming. I'm pretty sure M does as well. There's a bunch of streams, so make sure you guys check them out. I'll probably toss the link down below in the description.
Wait, since there's a load of streams in one place, is this just a river?
Ah,
Yay, get out! God.
now we know why he's Yang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I didn't take over Yang when it became available. It definitely suits you better.
Thanks.
Yang, I
That's
swear to
right.
God, one more putt, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do, but you're not gonna like it.
Wait, can I say one more thing
Check out the
before I go?
Oh my God!
You better make it worth it.
That was it. That was it. That was it. I'm sorry.
No more cookies for you, Yang.
God damn it, Barb. Anyway,
It's gotten to the point where I'm gonna accept Barb as like a name for me. I will probably answer if you say Barb.
keep an eye out. Keep an eye out on the page. Make sure you guys are following. Obviously, please submit any kind of intros that you guys would think would be interesting. Any questions you guys want us to answer. Specifically, if you wanted to get a specific admin into the Skype podcast, let us know. We'll be sure to take it into account. Obviously, when we pick our admin for the week. Any last minute messages from any of you guys?
Buy milk.
Buy milk. All right.
It goes well with cookies.
Ozpin and Salem.
When you make cookies, don't
Wait,
eat
hold on,
all
hold
the
on.
chocolate
What'd you
chips.
say?
That's good advice.
Oobleck, what'd you say?
I said one more idea for theory on Oz and Salem.
I shoot.
Well, they clearly know each other. Ozpin, he has all kinds of crazy experience we know nothing about. He has all kinds of weird mistakes. My idea, they are originally partners or friends or whatnot, and then a long time ago, they take their separate paths, they end up fighting. Guess what? They destroys half the moon. And then that kind of moves off from there.
And then he just goes and becomes a professor at school.
Oh yeah.
He retires.
What else did you do? Destroy the moon, become a teacher.
I mean, that's
Yes, he does.
solid. I mean, maybe he's probably had some alcohol in that. That's why he's trying to drink to forget. Anyway, guys,
Stay
Wow.
golden, guys.
on that lovely note, we're going to take off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Do everything that I just said, because I'm not going to say it all over again. Until next time, guys, that's it from me. Go ahead and say your peace outs, peeps.
Yang. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Stay golden, guys. You're out.
Ozpin outie.
El Psyconku, see you later.
And cut.